Another week, another SquatchZone. Hey everyone, guess where we're at? Inside of a tree.
How did you find this nice ass tree?
Well, when you're scrambling away from whatever the fuck there was last time, you find things real quick. So welcome to our setup, y'all. It's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I am the top bunk. Don't ask. I am very crunched up right now. I'm like Spider-Man along these walls. I let Sophia
You're
have the bottom because I'm the gentleman, you know.
like looking up at you right now, you're like that scene of Tobey Maguire from the first Spider-Man movie where he's in the cage match.
Hold on, let me adjust. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm
What was
somehow doing a Slav squat at the same time. Don't
what
ask.
was a branch like squishing your balls or something?
Yes,
What?
it was like mushrooms on an open campfire. Fuck.
There was a pine cone like dangerously
Yeah,
close to your ass.
exactly. I don't want that shit near me yet. But anyways, welcome y'all. Welcome to week.
Welcome.
Happy New Year. Fucking.
Happy New Year.
How was your New Year's?
Um it was like being in an active war zone. How about you?
Awesome. Same here. I contributed to it. We blew off a few fireworks, went inside. I got a fucking migraine and I went Mimi at a reasonable hour.
I got sparkling apple cider for my New Year's.
We forgot it. We forgot the apple cider.
It was really funny
We've done it
cause
every year.
like cause I don't want to say the brand because I don't know if it's like local or if it's like a common chain. I don't
What?
want to dox us,
Chardonnay? No, I think
but
that's just a
like
brand.
Chardonnay is like a type, not
Yeah,
like a brand. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. Go on.
So it's like my mom and my stepdad went to go do last minute shopping like
Hmm.
during the day, and she asked me, "What do you want?" And for some reason I just blanked and I said, sparkling apple cider." And
The
she
juice.
and she came back and she pulled like a whole ass glass bottle out of the
Yo!
grocery bag.
Oh, was it one of those big ones?
Yeah, it was wrapped like a
Fuck yeah.
champagne. It was wrapped like a champagne
Yeah.
bottle.
Oh, those are the best. I got one of those on my birthday. I don't drink, so they're like, here's your big thing of champagne.
Like I like cuz like I know the brand we usually get, they sell like little like six
Yeah,
packs
they have
with
the
like
little mini ones.
individual, yeah, like with individual bottles. So I
Hmm.
thought she was just going to get those, but she just got the big bottle.
Holy shit, dude, that's fucking awesome. Those big bottles make you feel powerful.
And like the thing was is that she thought it was like a screw cap bottle, but
Oh,
it was the normal one where you had to use
yeah.
the bottle opener.
Oh
So
shit.
I opened it with the bottle opener and I didn't have another container to put it
Oh
in.
no, and it
Uh,
starts.
no, I was worried it was gonna explode, but it
Yeah,
didn't. But I I didn't have another container to put the rest in because it's a huge bottle and I'm not gonna drink that in one
I know,
sitting.
right? You gotta
So
share.
I was trying to find a spot for it in the fridge, but the bottle was so big.
I know, you have to lay it sideways.
It was too tall.
It's too tall. It's a
But
tower.
I couldn't put it sideways because the top was open and I couldn't put the cap back on.
Oh no.
I had to like Tetris just to
Yeah,
get it to fit onto the one shelf. It could
it's
like
hmm
slightly slide in, but even then it
yeah,
was
to cut off a piece
risky.
of. Oh my God, dude, those yeah, those bottles make you feel so fucking powerful in the moment. Then you're like, all right, where the fuck do I put this in my little fucking condenser fridge? Where do I put
Yeah,
this? Oh my
cause like,
God.
cause like I'm used to like putting away like food in like Tupperware containers and then finding a place for it, but I've never had to like
Yeah,
reserve a drink for later.
yeah, like you got the juicy juice. You put it in the fridge. At the end, fucking, you gotta make a damn schedule planner and shit for this bottle.
Yeah, like
You shit your bitch at that point.
we don't have like containers to save drinks, so
Yeah,
like I
you
didn't
pour it
know what
into a
else to do.
Tupperware. Hey
Uh,
everyone, I got drinks tonight. Put a straw in.
no,
Take one
no,
sip.
you put it in a Ziploc bag and then you put it in the
Yo,
fridge.
you squeeze it off and then you get a straw and go basket.
Ugh,
Oh man, cider is almost kind of like a Capri Sun in a way, just less
it,
bubbly.
it kind of is.
Weird,
I don't
delicious.
think I don't think I've had apple cider like normally. I've only had the sparkling
Same
version.
here. I'm sure it doesn't taste as good. I like the bubblies.
I didn't like it at first.
Me neither. Well, I guess that's how alcoholics feel. Nah, just fucking.
I
That's horrible.
I think the first time I tried it, I wasn't expecting to try it
Yeah.
because I bought a bottle and I thought it was just normal like apple juice, but
Yeah. No.
it was sparkling apple cider.
Yeah. I remember drinking. I don't know. I was a fucking pussy or some shit back then. Well, according to the guy on Xbox Live that night, I remember drinking. I tipped my head back and I drank the whole bottle, and I gave myself a headache from doing it. And they're like, "You're a fucking pussy loser, man.
What?
Fuck you, man. Fuck you." We were playing Call of Duty Ghost that night. And he called me that. Why was I playing COD Ghost at midnight on New Year's?
Oh,
Who the
of
fuck knows?
course it of course it was a COD lobby.
It was. Well, no, it was one of the people I played with and shit.
Oh.
Jackass. Good lord. Speaking of jackasses, I almost got into a car crash tonight.
Oh, finally.
I know. So I was driving home from my night class, and yes, I'm back in school now. Yippee! I'm taking one of those semesters where it's just like your required courses. So I was
Loser.
driving home. Yeah, fuck you. I was driving home from Mickey D's because I like getting Mickey D's, and everyone asked for apple pies. Pop those apple pies in the thing on the my passenger seat, holding the ice cream cone in one hand, driving, vroom vroom, going down the side of the road, vroom vroom, fucking monster truck. Basically, for some reason, I'm just driving, and he's trying to make he's just waiting in line. Basically, he's stuck in traffic. He's had enough. He's too tired. He decides to cut me off, vroom, right in fucking front of me just like at the last second, like when I was a few feet away from him. I was like, "What? Could you think of a better time?" And this was one of those big motherfucking trucks, the ones where like pretty much their dick is inverted at that point. They're
Is it
compensating that much.
like did it have like a lift on it?
It was huge and it was blue.
You could like practically
Probably
drive underneath it.
exactly. And for all I knew, there was probably an extra stripe of blue on it. God damn.
Oh.
But anyway, so I almost collided with this guy. I slammed on those brakes, fucking slammed it. Those apple pies flew from the bag and it went across my floor. I was like, fucking I crushed my ice cream cone in my hand. I was like, no.
Oh.
So I slammed on the horn. This fucking guy just spat. First off, I don't know why he braked in front of me too. If you were gonna cut me off, at least drive forward, not just brake. So anyways, he brakes. He goes into the far right lane. I'm like right next to him. And in a very poetic, real understand deep dive into the humankind. It was almost like slow motion, but he rolled down his window and I couldn't because I got a crank window, it's an old truck. We just got into a nice soft, gentle screaming match and we're flipping the bird, just saying every obscenity. I couldn't hear him because I was in my car, but we were screaming at each other. It was lovely. We were flipping the bird. I was speeding off. He was speeding off his own way. It was lovely. Apple pie still on the floor. Fucking jackass, bitch ass motherfucker. Fuck you. Why would you do that? And that was my night.
Wait, so he like cut you off in the lane you were in and then he braked in front of you?
Yeah, and then he sped off, and then he started flipping me off and shit.
What is he
Well, because I honky too.
that's like
And I,
that's like an extreme form of brake checking. Like he went out
yeah,
of his way to get in front of you and brake check you.
exactly. It's like, what the you're gonna cut me off, you're gonna cut in line, and then brake check me, and then get mad at me. Like this guy stuck his head out of the window. He looked like Anthony Sullivan from like the fucking the the as seen on TV commercials.
Let me go on the think pad really quick.
We're gonna edit this part in. All right, everyone. For the record, Anthony Sullivan is the guy like does every single like
Oh,
as seen on TV product.
the OxyClean guy.
Yes,
You're telling me a guy that looked like this was driving a souped up monster truck and he had the
yes,
audacity to yell at you?
yeah, exactly. He was mad. I saw his veins popping out of his neck. I was mad too. It
Okay,
was just lovely.
why is one of the search results Anthony Sullivan arrested?
Fuck, I don't know. Too many ShamWows.
He was
Shit.
Oh, how ironic. Arrested for driving with a suspended license.
Ah! What's he doing down here in Nevada? Oh, god damn it. Well, hey, fuck. Should we edit this part out? Fuck. I guess it all makes sense now, y'all. Hey, y'all. All right, fuck it. You know what? I don't think you guys can find us from this point. But yes, we do live in Nevada. It kind of explains a lot.
Yeah, we live right on the strip.
Yeah, not fun. I live more on the outskirts, but you're kind of more close to the strip. Is that why it sounded like a war zone outside your house?
Yeah,
Good
that's
lord.
that's why I have a weird fascination with Elvis too.
Oh shit, yeah.
We go to the M&M factory like every day on the
Yeah,
strip.
I live at Omega Mart. That's oh. Thank you.
We live in the same state as German 985.
We'll find him one day.
We'll find him.
Saw some YouTuber at like the store I work at, and he was like, "This is a real story, by the way." So I was working at the store one of these days, and this lad comes from my line, and like chatting. He's like, I'm a YouTuber, right? I'm like, that's cool, me too. He was like, okay, that's cool. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, I do a podcast. It's called the SquatchZone. They're like, okay, whatever. He's like, yeah, well, check it out. I work really hard, and this guy was obviously trying to flex on me, by the way. This was my first example of like really being flexed on. It was like, I work really hard. My brother and I do it, and we like post daily, and we have 1 million subscribers. It's like, oh, that's cool, man. Hey, doing what you love. And it was like, yeah. He just kept showing it. Like he whipped up his YouTube channel. I was like, let me prove it to you. Like you can see I can upload and shit. And I was like, okay, that's cool, man. He's like, yeah, man. I was like, so are you gonna put your phone number into the thing for a rewards point? He's like, nah, I didn't put my phone number in there. I was like, you gonna put it in, man? I can't check you out without you hitting no. He's like, okay, whatever, man. It's like, fuck you, man. You're a dork. And I subscribed to him. And then, like, 2 days later, I was like, that guy was a loser. So I unsubscribed him.
At what point in life do you have to flex your YouTube channel on a random cashier you met at
I
Target?
know. Like, I didn't even bring it up. He was the one who brought up YouTube and how we had 1 million subscribers. So when we have 1 million subscribers on this channel, let's not do that. Or maybe do it. Who knows?
We just get shot in the head if we reach 1 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm. That's the
That's
rule.
that's the rule now.
Exactly. That's the surreal. That's the rule.
And
You
then
know the rules, and so do
the
I.
footage, it's all live stream on twitch.tv.
Yeah, exactly. And there'll be a pulsing red mass in the left corner.
We peep the horror for the last time.
Exactly. We engineered the horror. Good
I was
golly.
I was watching I think it was last year's Drummer Rumble or
Oh
no,
yeah.
it was either last year's or the year before
I
that,
thought I only
but
had one rumble.
he's had a bunch of them.
Well, shit, sorry folks. Sophia, you care to do the explaining? I'm too shy.
Uh yeah, so as you know, Steven is crouching on top of a tree right now, and his foot slipped and he dropped the mic down into a very, very deep hole that we didn't notice before.
Yeah, I lost my finger.
He lost it to the feral mole that was living in the
It
hole.
hurts. I
He
don't have a
reached
finger.
he reached his hand down to get the mic back, and the mole that was living there got agitated.
And it wasn't Howard.
why
Howard had to fight
did
him
why didn't you send Howard down?
off his. Well, now we know for next time. I have basically a big piece of cloth on my finger. Um, it hurts.
It's
So we
tied
might
up in
have.
a it's tied up in a neat little bow.
Yeah, it's a big bow. I got a big rubber band holding it together.
I don't think you'll it's kind of a small wound. I don't know if you'll die from like blood loss because of that.
I
We
don't have
should
a
be good.
fucking finger.
I mean, it's a really small like at least it's not like your whole limb. If it was a limb, it would be different.
That's true, and at least it was just my ring finger on my left hand, luckily, so that's good. Who the fuck
Very
needs that
nice
finger?
very nice detail. I hope you remember that for later.
I will remember that. I'm like Spider-Man forever now. Like how Spider-Man does his web sling. What if he just like had no fucking fingers there? So he was always just in the webs.
So he just
Because
has like so he just like has like a nub and
yeah,
like the
like
web thing is still on his wrist.
people like make fun of it at school. It's like, hey wall socket hand,
What does that mean?
put your
Wall
fingers
socket
down.
hand.
It looks like an outlet plug.
What?
Like a fucking wall, like when you plug something into the wall socket, it's got the two
Yeah.
forks.
Yeah.
That's how the fingers look if you just get rid of them in the middle.
Oh my God.
It's a good
Oh, I
one.
thought you only meant like those three fingers he's missing. I thought you meant the whole hand.
Yeah, no, it's just just the two fingers.
So he's perpetually doing like devil horns all the
Uh,
time.
Yeah, exactly. What a lad.
I imagine that would make him more difficult to be Spider-Man because his whole thing is swinging and climbing.
That's true. Oh yeah, he wouldn't be able to make a fist. That's how he grabs
Yeah.
the web. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that. I thought he kind of just stuck to his hands and like he just held his hand flailing in the air. Shit.
I mean, he has feet still. Or does he?
He's got a couple grippers. Or does he? Find out next
He's
time.
missing he's missing like one toe.
Yeah, just one toe. He lost it to Doc Ock. He's like, I am quintuplet now.
He bit it off.
Yeah, like fucking Ozzy.
Yeah.
Good lord. Good lord. Speaking of drinks, we were talking about drinks earlier, and
Yeah.
something did happen recently. We drank 6 fucking root beer floats at Red Robin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot we did that.
That man, I died and went to Red Robin heaven. Holy
T-
shit.
Towards the end of it, we weren't even having root beer floats. We were just eating the ice cream that came with
Exactly.
it.
The ice cream is so fucking good. Guys, if you haven't had a bottomless root beer float, do yourself a favor and go get yourself one from Red Robin. They're so good.
Like the root beer is like okay, whatever. I've had that root
Yeah,
beer
it's root
before,
beer,
but
whatever.
I don't know what they make that ice cream out of. It is so
Love,
good.
hair. I don't even know.
Fear.
Fear. Yeah, you know what? It put me. You know what put the fear into me when they brought out a container of ice fucking root beer for us. Remember that shit?
Huh?
Okay, when you expect to order root beer float at any place, you expect the root beer to be in the glass, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
So I went to the restroom and I look at our table. We have 2 glasses of ice cream. I'm like, okay, okay, whatever. I guess they forgot the root beer. Maybe they'll come out with some in a cup, so that we can refill or some shit and get bottomless root beer floats. That's smart, so the ice cream doesn't melt and get all soggy by the time you're ready. Whatever, genius. Well, the guy comes out and he gives us 2 glasses of root beer with ice, a lot of ice. We're both dumbfounded at this point, like, what the fuck does this mean? So I go the economical route and try to pour it in. I obviously get myself an icy at that point with the amount of ice cubes I get in mine. And the guy comes out, like our actual like waiter's like, did they? We're like, yeah. He's like, okay, let me get you some root beer. He
Cause
was so disappointed.
Cause like I okay, cause like I was alone by myself at the table while you went to the bathroom, and this guy came out. It felt like he was new there, like he didn't
Yeah.
know what he was doing, and he was just like he had like those two like glasses of like little bit of
Mhm.
root beer and a whole bunch of ice, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, were you the table that ordered the root beer float refills?" And like he said it so quickly that I didn't realize he said refills instead of like root beer. And so
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And then he just put them down and then left before I could say anything.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Okay.
But like but like that actually was how they did things there because
Yeah, it was.
when you went to get floats, like they gave it to you all in one glass, but at the
They
one we
did
went
on
to,
my birthday.
they s- they served the drink and the ice cream separately in different glasses. And
Exactly. And like
and
I
you have
like
to
that.
and you have to mix it yourself.
Exactly. Like I like that because like sometimes I don't want all the root beer. And like when I first got the root beer float on my birthday, I was very excited for it. Well, first off, it took them 5 minutes to get the drink out. Hey, I'm not complaining. Red Robin's known for a little bit of their speed. When you take 5 minutes, the ice cream becomes milk at some point.
Yeah.
So I basically just got myself a fucking McWhite, basically. I was like,
You
okay,
got
maybe,
you got carbonated milk,
basically, yes. So I
which
was like,
is
I
an
want
actual
another.
drink, by the way.
I can't believe that. It's awful.
I had a chance to try it and I
Yeah, did you?
didn't. Because like
What was the occasion?
a couple Christmases ago, my dad gave me just like a hodgepodge of like different stuff. I don't know where the hell he got it, but
Yeah.
there was like a lot of Japanese like food in there for some reason, like Japanese toys and stuff. And one
Yeah.
of them was a can of it was like a blue can with like blue dots on it. And like it was a white can with like blue polka dots and I was like,
Yes.
"Oh, what is this?" And like the whole thing was in Japanese, so I couldn't
Yeah.
read
You're
the
like, what the hell is
instructions.
this? Wacky white sauce?
Yeah, I think it was Calpico.
Mhm.
It was something from Calpico. And it wasn't until like years later that I figured out what it was.
Yeah. You know what? You saved yourself a couple years off your life.
The only reason I didn't drink it was because it had been there for a long time and I didn't know if it was still safe to drink.
Yeah, and holy shit. So what do you think would have happened if if you drank it?
I probably would have broadened my horizons.
That's fair. Okay, next conversation. Root beer. Delicious.
Yeah.
I love root beer. Those floats were amazing, so highly recommend. I want another float. Let's go get some floats one of these days.
No.
Okay. I was driving home today and I was thinking about something. I think the best burger I think I've ever had was at Fuddruckers. Specifically that one time after we both got COVID.
I still don't think I've tried the burger at Fuddruckers. I've been there, but I've
Yeah.
only ever gotten the chicken sandwich.
It's okay, so it's so fucking weird about that place. So like the first time I went there with some folks. Very nice. They treated me to some food. I was like, okay, this is all right. The bun's different, It's like kind of more of a homemade, like Hawaiian, potato bun, whatever. Cool. Neither. But the second time, I maybe it was the combination of just us just craving that chuck box for basically a solid month because we were like literally our plans for like Fuddruckers got halted by COVID for both of
Yeah.
us. Or maybe it was just like so fucking good. Or maybe it was the lack of taste I had, but like, dude, I don't know what the hell it was, but that was probably the best burger I've ever had.
Oh yeah, I forgot you lost your taste when you got COVID.
Very badly. I could not taste for like a solid like month and a half.
Didn't you still have it? Like, didn't you still like, was it
Yeah,
like still lost
it
when
was
we
still
went?
honest, but like it was fuzzy. Like I could taste the condiments. I could taste the whole thing. It was delicious, but like it
You could
wasn't
you,
100%.
you could vaguely taste the flavor, but it was still mostly shapes.
Kind of, yeah. But like it was so fucking good. And then we showed our the friend the Skywitch, and it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. They're like, hey, yeah, this kind of tastes like the cafeteria food. If someone says this tastes like cafeteria food, you've lost. You're never taking them back.
Well, to be fair, she was talking about the sandwich. She didn't, I don't think she got a burger that time.
No, no, no. We split like one of the mini burgers so we could try it.
Oh yeah, I forgot we did
Yeah,
that.
you guys said it tasted like cafeteria food, and it was so
A,
weird because like,
a little bit.
which is so fucking weird because like the one I had was amazing. But no, I did agree that burger tasted really weird that day. Maybe it was the fact that it was a kids' meal burger. I don't know. It just
They
wasn't as
give
good.
they give the kids the leftover scrap of meat.
Practically tasted like it. It was so weird. Like that's a bummer because like man, that place they're very tasty. Maybe it was the fact that it was really busy and the time we went it was basically empty. Who knows?
Oh, the time we went after COVID, the
Yeah.
ACs were broken too.
Oh my God, yeah. Maybe that infused more like flavor into the burger.
Yeah, it was hot. Oh my God, it had to
It's
have
the
been hot
heat.
as hell in the kitchens.
I could not fucking imagine. Holy hell. I hope they had like a window to crack or some shit nearby.
There was extra cooking time as soon even when it was off the grill.
Oh my God. God, that burger was so good though. But like, dude, they basically died for those burgers.
Like the restaurant workers who made them.
Yeah, they're like, this is the best food I will ever make. I will put my soul into it. Dude, do you think I got someone's soul burger?
Oh, oh my
Holy
God,
shit, is that? Oh my God.
you know where we could get soul infused food like that?
Disneyland.
Exactly.
Let's go. People
Did,
are dying for their food there.
have we ever brought up the inside joke we have with Mickey's soul being in the Disneyland water?
I don't believe so. And for the record, this was back in, was it 2016 or 2015?
It was
Very
I
early into our roots of our friendship, but we went
yeah,
to
I don't
Disneyland
remember. Yeah,
for one of our, for our,
for a school event.
fuck it, we tell it about it in the next episode. We're orchestra kids.
Yeah.
But no, orchestra kids are better. I was gonna say we were band kids. I was like, I'm not pushing this line any further.
I will fight you tooth and nail if you ever say that I'm a band kid.
I was very close. I was like, acquired, no, band, no, and we're orchestra kids. Yes, we were former orchestra students. But yeah, we went to
We were,
Disneyland,
yeah.
and I don't know where I heard this rumor, but like I heard the water there was just absolutely dog shit, and it was. Yes, it's LA water, of course, and so
It
the public
was.
drinking fountains around Disneyland are basically just tapping into the sewer lines because that's what they tasted like. Holy shit!
Like I one of us went to refill our water bottles at the water stations, and when they came and when like they filled up the bottle, that shit was cloudy.
It was cloudy. It was floaty. It looked like it had carbonation, but the carbonation just stayed.
You could see the sea monkeys swimming around in there.
Exactly. Oh my God, I forgot like the double fucking meaning behind like the sea monkey water,
Yeah.
which we'll get into after this. But yeah, no, that water was like basically a cloud in there, and I was like, yo, this is the fucking Mickey Mouse soul water. This is soul juice right here. They embedded fucking Mickey Mouse's soul into the water here. It's kind of like a spin on the Walt Disney's fucking head, like underground.
It's just like, and like since this was at like towards the beginning of our
Yeah,
friendship, that's one of the jokes that just like stuck. Like I don't know why that got to me so much. The
I
fucking
know, right?
Mickey infused water.
It was fucking good. We made a lot of improv like fucking jokes that day. Like, funny enough, I still have your contact name as Sophia yo 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 yo.
Is that the first scientific name you ever gave me?
I did. It's her name was spelled like Sophia.
Like how you make the boing sound effect.
Yeah, exactly. It's like boing, boing, boing,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, but yeah, no, I was
Okay, so for
that's funny.
context, Steven has this habit of like typing my name and like key smashing it, and whatever the result is, that's my scientific name for the next
Hmm.
future.
Exactly. And that was the very first instance of it. And that's when the day I got your number. Well, you're the first lady I ever got a number of. Funny, huh?
No, there's gotta be there's gotta be someone else whose phone number you had that was a girl.
Like my mom?
No, like a friend.
You're my friend.
Other than me, I could not have been the
No,
first one.
no, I think you fucking dude. All my friends were guys up until like fucking seventh grade. You were like the one person, and then in high school, like, pretty much all my friends became girls at some point.
I mean, it probably says something that like I was the only girl who was willing to hang out with that group. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, which like, hey, they were cool at the beginning. They were cool. I will
Yeah.
give them that. But like, they got a little silly later on. Oh boy,
I
don't
think
bring
I
bullets to
think
school.
I think people could kind of tell. Like
Yeah,
like they didn't know how to explain it, but they could tell that the vibe was off.
yeah. Like the second they started, like, I remember the day they stopped laughing with me and started laughing at me. I knew I had to get out of that shit.
It's
I was like, holy fuck, this ain't going the right way.
like a horror movie.
It was literally fucking scary because I just had like a sudden realization. I was like, oh no, no, what's going on?
Like
And
when it's like
it all clicked.
in a mystery movie when the pieces start finally falling into place.
Exactly, and it's just the friend will shall not name's face at the center of it.
It's like the big old cork board with all the threads connecting
Yes,
everything.
exactly. Like, why am I sad? Why am I unhappy? And it's just all connecting to that fucking face.
It was you.
It's you. It's you. My God. But yeah, no, I'm glad I got out of that.
Yeah.
It took a lot, and like, hey, I know you stuck around with them for a little while, but like, I am
Longer than I should have.
really.
Dude,
Did it? Oh yeah, they got a little silly afterwards.
I was friends with them like up until like uh, I think like the year before COVID.
Holy shit.
It
Yeah.
was I was still friends with them in high school. I
Yeah.
hung out with them for way longer than I should have. And you know
Mm-hmm.
why I
Why?
stopped hanging out with them?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Uh,
of you.
or wasn't it because like you couldn't go into the bunker with them or some shit?
Yeah, they were in
Andy.
ROTC.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were in
they were
ROTC.
and the ROTC had a rule where if you wanted to go down in there but you weren't an ROTC student, you had to have an ROTC student like escort you. Like if you
Oh
were like
my
a regular
God.
student, you had to be a guest basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't go down there anymore because they changed the rules and the people I was friends with, they started bringing other people down there.
Oh.
So I started hanging out with our friend Lai more.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized I started becoming friends with all of the people at the table.
Exactly.
And then I met you again. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just hang out with these
Yeah, no,
people
we were
now.
already hanging out like in the one creative writing course, and I remember
Yeah.
seeing you at the table with a lie, and I was like, "Shit, we got the whole crew!" And then we all went to the mall together, and it basically, it sealed the deal that you were a part of us.
Yeah, we didn't even tell anyone we were going to the movies either.
What do you mean? I thought our friend who was named after a month like told you guys, "Hey, you guys want to come?" And don't tell Steven.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. I mean, god damn it.
Oh shit! All right, I gotta edit it out. It's not a big difference, but like, all right.
Anyways, our friend Lai and I, we were like, "Oh, the mall is really close. Maybe we could go." And our friend, who's named after a month, was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, you guys can come. Just don't tell anyone. I want it to be a surprise." And then he saw us walking when the movie was about to start.
The Sonic movie. I
Yeah.
was like, "Holy shit! I know those two. How are you guys doing?" They're like, "Hey." Or
And we were
did I
trying
try
to
and
play,
sneak up on you or some shit?
huh?
Did I try and sneak up on you guys, or did we just walk by casually?
No, no, no. You saw us coming from like a mile
Yeah.
away. But like,
Oh man.
God, God damn it! I
Fuck.
keep doing it.
We make little
Anyway,
notes of what times to edit shit out.
anyway, so
We got two
yeah.
references to our friend. That's three edits.
Anyway, me and our friend Lai, we were like, even after you saw us, we were still trying to play it off like, oh, we were just here, like coincidentally. We didn't know
To
you
see a
guys were coming
movie.
to see this movie.
Yeah. I was like, you guys want to see it together? You're like, what?
While we had our tickets already purchased in our pockets.
No fucking way, really?
Yeah,
Yo!
the first thing we did when we got to the mall was we got the tickets and then we were like still like an hour before the movie starts. Let's just walk around.
Oh my God. That's awesome. Dude, that was like the biggest fucking shocker. I was like, I know those people. It was funny. We got some great videos from that time. Remember the big soda?
The big
I
Oh,
got a big cream soda and I stuffed it down my
it,
pant.
is that a soda in your pocket or are you just happy to see me?
And then I was like, I pulled it out of my big man pocket. I was like, nah, I'm just a bit thirsty for you.
That shop is closed now. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's the fucking saddest thing. That place was there when I was a kid. That place has been there forever.
It was literally like it was such a tiny store too. It was literally like a
Yeah,
hole in the wall.
it was a literal convenience store. God, I love that place, but maybe it will make a resurgence. Who the fuck knows? Oh my
Hey
God.
Steve. Hey
Wait, no,
Steven.
wait, hold on, Sophia. You hear
Mm,
that?
uh,
Kind of, kind of sounds like I'm gonna fall.